Welcome to Minleon's RGB Effects Controller Instruction Manual, tutorial number 1 of a 5-part series. Introduction, from your provider of cutting-edge LED lighting products. Table of contents: the effects controller system, the effects controller, the data distribution box, the MP3 player, questions and resources. The effects controller system. The Minleon effects controller is an advanced light controller that is completely scalable and flexible. It runs fully sequenced RGB light shows and installations with music and without the need to connect to a computer. The effects controller has 22 different built-in effects with editing options. You can create a limitless number of effect combinations. The Minleon effects controller has an SD memory card slot. Your light show can be sequenced and saved to an SD card using Minleon's Light Show Pro sequencing software. The effects controller is a combination of 3 main components. 1. The effects controller allows you to select and edit different effects or run program sequences using the SD memory card slot. 2. The data distribution box, DDB or DD, connects to the effects controller to distribute the power and signal to the lights. 3. MP3 player, which is optional, connects speakers or an FM transmitter and play music in sequence with the effects controller's SD memory card file. Number 1. The effects controller controls Minleon RGB lights, modules, bars, strips, tricklets, and tubes. Individually controls up to 4,200 lights, 12,600 total channels, link multiple effects controllers as slaves, and individually controlled tens of thousands of lights. Via SD memory card, it runs sequence shows and scenes produced in Minleon's Light Show Pro sequencing software. Does not need to be connected to a computer to run custom controlled sequences. Features 22 unique and colorful effects. Edit the effects to create thousands of unique light shows, all on the same light display or design. The effects controller saves your selected effects, durations, and speeds. Create nearly any color in the spectrum from pastels to shades of white with 36-bit color control. Simple to use controls with easy setup and use. The effects controller has a safe, low voltage, 12-volt DC, a built-in timer to start and stop shows. The user can increase channel capacity with the master-slave arrangement, as multiple effects controllers can be linked, then connected with up to 4 data distribution boxes, but only 3 boxes if the effects controllers are used as a master and slave, or if used with an MP3 player. Connect to an MP3 player, music will accompany light shows on your SD memory card. It's scalable from small residential projects to large full-scale shows, commercial installations, and permanent installations. 2. The data distribution box. The Minleon data distribution box is needed to connect the lights to the Minleon effects controller. The DDB connects to one of the first 4 ports of the effects controller via Cat5 LAN cable. The DDD powers and runs up to 16 outputs of Minleon lights and up to 40 amps of lighting, approximately 16 strings of 75 RGB lights. The max data is 1,530 lights, or 1,600 using DDP protocol. Power additional lights with standard T-ways and smart Ts. Refer to Minleon's accessory tutorial. More DDB features. Connect up to 4 DDBs to an effects controller. Connect DDB up to 100 feet away from the effects controller. 800 maximum lights on a string, but more than 100 lights per string will require a power injection every 100 feet or 100 lights, whichever comes first. 800 maximum lights on a DDB output port. 1,600 maximum lights per DDB. 100 maximum Smarties per DDB output, and 16 maximum outputs per DDB. Three, the MP3 player. The MP3 player facilitates musically synchronized light shows. The MP3 player links speakers or an FM transmitter to the effects controller to play music in sequence with an SD memory card sequence. Connects to the fifth port of the effects controller. Can be mounted up to 100 feet away from the effects controller or data distribution box. Only required if music is to be played back with a sequence on an SD memory card. Questions? Please email minleonusa@live.com and reference this presentation. We encourage you to view these related tutorials. The Effects Controller Hardware Setup, Part 2 of 5. Accessory Guide. The Light Design Wire Management. Safety and Troubleshooting Guide. And the Warranty and Product Spec Guide. Thank you for your interest in Minleon RGBs.